been in a garage for about 20 years. The guy just pulled it out and it hadn't been ran in, I think, a little over probably 20 something years. It's been hot out here, been 100 degrees or more with like 60 degree or 60% humidity. So anyway, I thought I would go over this car here. It's a Fairlane, and like I said, it has not been started. It is all original, except for I think the back glass has been changed out. It was actually in a garage during a tornado, and that's where it received a little bit of damage. If you look on this rear quarter panel, part of the rafter came down and landed on it. Well, you can see there, that's lead. They used to lead these cars at the seams. We have one of the original bias ply tires on it. He is going to be keeping it all original. And that was back when they did, probably 98 would have been the year, because they quit doing that a long time ago. Okay, so this is the interior. Like I said, it's all original. I mean, this is clean. No rust. There is very little rust right here. That's it. And I think one on the other side. The floorboards are solid. It has 40,000 miles. I think that is 140, because when you look at the pedals, how worn they are. So it's probably 140,000 miles on this. There's your e-brake. That used to be the high beam, low beam. And this up here, that pedal there, would have been your windshield wiper pump. It was manual. I'm talking AM radio, that's a given. There is no AC. You just had vents and heat and defrost. You had a speaker up here. I don't even know if it had two speakers in the back, but you can see these armrests have seen better days. Yeah, I don't know, it's gummy. There's one of the mirrors that just came off, it got broke off. And you got one speaker in the middle back here. And you don't see this in cars anymore. You have an ashtray with actually a cigarette butt in it. That's probably a really old cigarette butt. So the car has been smoked in. You couldn't tell. I mean, now it just smells like an old car. Old window cranks. They are stiff. So basically, I'm just going to get the car running. Carburetor rebuild, and I think the gas tank it's done. It's rusted. Too much rust inside it. And this is the back of the car. Got some cool tail lights. The exhaust came out the bumper, so it's literally came up and out. It's a true dual. Coming out the bumper on both sides. Let me show you all this. Gas tank. It's behind the tag. But yeah, I mean, it's, let me get a light on that. You can see. So we're not going to be filling it with gas. We're going to use a gas can once we get the carburetor going. Okay, let's take a look at the engine. So is a Thunderbird V8. They call this a teapot carburetor. It is actually a Holley 4-barrel, very small Holley 4-barrel. I'm fixing to be looking up to try and find some parts for this thing and rebuild it. And when we had it brought up here, basically I still got to kind of check some things out. The engine would not spin. Well, since then I pulled all the these old cars, you got to watch this hood. Just banged my head into it, but pulled all the spark plug wires and plugs and could not get it to spin. So we took some Marvel Mystery Oil, that right there, and you can see how much I used out of that bottle. Put it into the cylinders and let it set for quite a while. And I did get it to break free and got it to spin, but it's still kind of hanging up a little bit. So that is what I'm doing up here this evening. I'm going to spin it a little more, put a little more oil in it, and let it set overnight again. And hopefully we can get it to spin quite a bit more freely. And I need to inspect the block because there is no antifreeze in this whatsoever. It's dry. Okay, this is the air breather for it. There's probably some people out there that know how this works. Not too many though. Whoops, because they don't make cars with these in a long time. But is it an oil bath air breather? So you literally put oil down in there. You see right there it says oil level. That's what you fill that to. So yeah, it's a 1956 and it is all original steel. Basically drum brakes. From right now, none of the brakes work. He's not wanting to upgrade or nothing. He just wants to keep the car all original. So we're going to start looking for brake parts for it because they go to the floor. I'm sure the single master cylinder right there that has one line coming out of it is probably shot, along with all 4 wheel cylinders. Probably either stuck or the seals are gone. Anyway guys, I hope you like and subscribe and follow along for some updates on this car. Hopefully we'll have it running here pretty soon. Probably gonna be waiting on a few parts, so it might be a week or so. I got other stuff I got to do anyway, but anyway, I will talk to you all later.